Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So it happened again. Some really nice guy decided to send me two watches, and I'm actually just gonna film one intro for both of those watches. It's an Oris Big Crown and limited edition G-Shock, a Gorillaz one, you know, the band Gorillaz. And I want to thank Patrick for the opportunity for me to try these watches out and film them a little and play around with them and show them to you. It's a really nice thing to do, and I guess that's what this community of collectors is all about, helping each other out when we need it. And yeah, this time he's helping me out, and I'm hoping to be able to return the favor someday. But until that day, I hope you enjoy the video, and let's take a look at the Oris Big Crown for the first time. Yeah, let's go. And here we have the box for the Oris Big Crown. It's actually an unusual box. I haven't seen this type before. I usually I've owned a couple of Orises, and they usually come in big boxes, but this is called the travel pouch set. So let's take a look at it. This gray box is actually what they usually look like, but it's just a lot smaller. Oris Holstein 1904. Here we have it. Go your own way. A nice little touch with the cleaning cloth, and here we have the travel pouch. Nice leather. I'm just gonna take a look at this cloth first because it looked interesting. It's a nice map over where the watches are made, I guess, in Switzerland. Holstein. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a really nice thing to have, this cleaning cloth. It's quite substantially big, but it's a nice detail. They're proud of their heritage and where they come from, and that's cool. The travel pouch feels like a nice quality leather here. You pull it out like this. Let's take a look at what we have inside. I can see the watch right there, and where we have like a little wallet case. That's a card wallet case. We have room for 1, 2, 3 cards in here. Oris, Holstein, and actually to find the product manual you have to head online. That's where you're gonna find the manual for the watch. A nice little thing to have if you're into these kinds of things, and a little wallet to put your cards in. It's convenient and really slim. It takes no place in your pants, so that's good. Let's put that away. Let's take a look at this. Just a little paper thing that he keeps the watch inside. Here we have the leather strap that the watch comes on. And Oris they always have nice leathers. Quick release system here, which is really cool. Feels good. You know me, I'm not much for leather straps, but thick leather strap with a nice looks like it's aged artificially, and it's a nice strap. Stitchings there, looks good. And now for the watch. Here it is. Let me just put that aside, and here we have the Oris Big Crown pointer date. The pointer date, the Big Crown actually, was introduced way back in 1938. So this watch has a lot of heritage with it. And I really think that this is a beautiful watch. This might be the most beautiful dress watch I've ever held in my hand. That maybe shows you how inexperienced I am with dress watches, but still, it's my experience. This is my channel, and I'm talking about my experiences with watches, and this is a real beauty. Case back, open case back on the back, looking good. And this strap here is actually a Barton strap. You can see the logo there, Barton watch bands. And I've been wanting to buy a Barton strap for some years now, but I haven't really pulled the trigger because I haven't really had a watch to put the strap on. And now, since I bought my red Casio, I wanted to change it up a little, and I was looking at the J and K's converters and to put a Barton strap on that watch. And now that I feel the Barton strap in my hand on this watch, which is a really nice opportunity for me, I really feel this is a high quality strap with a really substantial and nice buckle complementing the bronze outer ring that we have here. It's a really fitting strap and soft, easy to put on. It's perfect for this watch. But anyway, let's not concentrate on the strap. Let's take a look at this watch. We have a deep blue dial, almost royal blue. You know, I'm not really versed in the color naming business. There are a lot of colors out there, and they have a lot of names. I'm just gonna call this one royal blue. I'm most definitely wrong about the name of the color, but yeah, it is what it is. As you can see, the lugs are brushed on the upper side, and the case is polished on the sides and polished on the bottom. There we have the crown with the Oris name. Let's pull it out. The big crown, really easy to operate, no problems at all. I would really like these vintage inspired big crowns. I have a big crown on my Tudor as well, and without any crown guards, it's really easy to operate it and just pop it right out and give the watch some juice and see that second hand start running. It's a beautiful thing to see. Actually, I'm gonna try setting the date here. Let's pull it out again. One increment. There we have setting the date. As you can see, it's called a pointer date, and it's called that because this hand, almost like a GMT hand, is actually the date hand, showing you the date on the outer ring. That's really a really cool way to show you the date. That doesn't look like every other watch. It has its own style. Let's take away the hand so you can see the Oris logo right there. There we have it. Let's talk about some specifics. We have inside here, we have what Oris are calling the Oris 754 movement, and it's actually a base Sellita SW200-1, 26 joules, 28,800 beats per hour, and a 38 hours power reserve. The diameter of this watch is 40 millimeters, thickness is 12 millimeters, the lug width is 20 millimeters, and the lug to lug is 48 millimeters. We have a domed sapphire crystal with AR coating on the underside, and just look at that dome. I really like a domed sapphire crystal, even though I don't like the distortion it gives you on the outer ring when you're viewing the watch from an angle, but still, it's something special. And yeah, I really don't like that the first thing you're gonna smack this watch into, if you smack it into a wall or a doorknob or anything, it's gonna be the sapphire crystal. But I think it looks really cool, and it gives you that vintage vibe, and I appreciate that. And we have mineral glass For the case back, a water resistance of 50 meters, 5 bars, so nothing to write home about, but it is an aviation watch, so I guess you're not gonna do a lot of diving with this one. There you have the movement. It's nice to see some jewels in there, and the red Oris rotor. It's a nice looking watch. Quick release on the button strap as well. You see those lugs angling down really nicely. Let's try it on the wrist. Sorry, I forgot to do the wristwatch check. I'm wearing my Devosa today, Turnos 200. I've had it at work. I really appreciate this watch for what it is, and it's a high quality Swiss made homage watch. I'm going to do a full review of this one in a couple of weeks maybe. I'm just going to have to find the time for it, but until then, let's take a further look on the Oris. I'm going to take off the Devosa and put the Oris right on here. And you know, the thing is, with the button strap, I can never do this with any other straps. I always have to, when I'm putting on a watch with a strap, I always have to do it off camera. But with the button strap, it's so easy to maneuver, it's so soft when you're touching it, and wide, and the buckle is substantial, so I can do it on camera. That has never happened before. This is what the watch looks like on my 20 centimeter wrist on the button strap, and I think that this is a real beauty. What do you guys think? I'm losing some sun here as we're getting into the dusk, the evening, but I've filmed some extra shots for you out in the sun, in the nature. And there we have it on the original leather strap. Me personally, I think it looks better on the button strap, but I guess that's a issue of taste, and this I'm not going to be able to do in camera, so I'm sorry, but I'm going to cut the video so you don't have to wait. There we have it. It's a nice feeling leather strap. It's a little stiff, so I guess Patrick hasn't worn it on the leather strap as much as on the button strap, but here's what it looks like. And as I said, I prefer it on the button strap, but it's a taste issue. There it is, looking good. Little Oris there on the buckle. It would be cool if the buckle would match the bronze outer ring just as it does on the button, but it doesn't. So anyway, I have a special relationship with Oris, as you might know if you've seen my other videos, but I guess since some of them are in Swedish, you haven't had the opportunity. The first time I encountered an Oris was actually when I was going to buy the IWC Le Petit Prince chronograph. I was in the store and checking it out and talking about the price, and when I was about to go home, I just turned my head to the left and saw the Oris Coral Brochure limited edition chronograph sitting there in the window, and it's something happened. I usually don't fall in love with watches just like that, but when I saw it the first time, I knew that I really had to have that watch. I really had to own it, and it has a really cool history behind it, and you know, I talked with the seller and I got a good price, so I bought it, the Oris Coral Brochure, and I loved it for a couple of months, and then I realized slowly that I really have to have steel bracelet. I can't do leather straps. I really need to have metal on my watches. I love steel bracelets, and I was trying to find something that I could match with my Coral Brochure, but it was just impossible because it was made of bronze, and you couldn't find any full bronze bracelets, and I ended up selling it. And then a couple of months later, they released the Great Barrier Reef 3, and I really loved the look of that watch, so I bought that as well. And sadly it had a misaligned bezel, and that really annoyed me. I couldn't live with it, and I felt that I had paid like 3,500 euros for a watch with a misaligned bezel, and I couldn't stand that, so I sold it and I never bought a new one. No, I didn't sell it, I sent it back. I got a full refund, and I didn't buy a new one because I was really disappointed. And then I bought the Oris Aquis Relief, the one with the red band and the steel bezel. And I really loved that as well. For a while it was a cool summer watch, but I ended up selling that one as well. But now, and I really haven't been interested in Oris since then. I really love the history of the company. I love their watches. I think they do great watches. But not until now, when Patrick sent me this Big Crown pointer date, have I considered buying a new Oris. Because this is a watch that I really love. And the cool part with it, I love the button strap, but the really cool part is that it also comes on a steel bracelet if you like that option, which I do. I'm really considering buying one of these as my next purchase. I love the look of it. I love the retro look. I love the big crown and the little detail of bronze around the blue dial, the gilded hands. Even the lume is quite good. I'm really liking this watch. The only thing that I wish that Oris could change with their watches is the movements. This is a Solita movement. It's well known, it's been tried for years, and has a good reputation, and I've got nothing against that. And at this price point, these actually don't cost as much as the more expensive Oris watches. But they could maybe do something new with their movements, offer us an in-house movement, or not just the base version of the movement that they offer. Maybe a more highly decorated one or something like that. But still, nevertheless, a great watch, and I'm really considering buying one of these for myself. They have a lot of color options, and it's a great looking watch. Basically, it's a great looking watch, and I'm considering buying one. Okay guys, here we have the lume shot on the Oris Big Crown pointer date. As you see, we have evenly applied lume, Super Luminova C1 or C3 on the indices, hands, and hours. It's a really nice lume application. It's soft green. It's really cozy and comfortable. And here it is. If I take my wrist as far as I can get from the camera, as you can see, those hour hand and minute hand have really nice applied lume. Strong, you can see it from far away. Even though the hour markers seem to fade quite quickly, it's still more than you can ask from an aviation watch. Really nice lume. And that's it. That's it for me. I have I've got nothing more to say about this one, so I'm just gonna put it right there. There we go, right there. And as usual, if you like the video, please consider giving me a thumbs up, and if you liked it really much, please consider subscribing. And if you didn't like it, just give me a thumbs down, write me a comment about what you didn't like, so I can do better the next time. And until the next time, I hope to see you again. Bye bye.